How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP Wi-Fi battle, and today we're going to hopefully be showcasing this new Flygon team. If you want to battle me, then join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, I've found my opponent. They've got a pretty cool looking team, to be honest with you. They've got a Wobbuffet and an Alakazam, Mismagius, Exeggutor, Quagsire, and a Hitmonchan. Pretty cool looking team. So looking at this matchup, Quagsire is going to be frustrating to get by without Cradily, so we've got to make sure we use Cradily versus that. Flygon has a good chance here. I mean, Outrage is doing a lot of damage to his entire team. We've just really got to watch out for Wobbuffet with the Shadow Tag, because that is not the best situation to deal with. We don't really have a Dark or a Ghost type, or we don't have a Dark or a Ghost type to deal with it, so I guess I don't normally expect to have to face a Wobbuffet, to be honest with you. So I'm looking at this team matchup and looking at my team and what I could lead with, and Cradily looks like a good lead. They could lead off with their Hitmonchan, because Hitmonchan's good against about 3 of my Pokemon. So I'm thinking about what to lead with, and I reckon that 3 Psychic types as well. Oh my gosh, Machamp's not having a fun time this game. I might lead off with Cradily anyway, just to get off the Stealth Rocks, if I can, and hopefully we can just go from there. And the battle begins. Apparently the battle will end in 0 seconds. He does lead off with his Hitmonchan, as I lead off with my Cradily over here. I didn't get to use Cradily the last game, so I kind of want to make sure I try and use it this game. I think it'll be pretty good against a lot of his special attackers like Exeggutor and Alakazam. Focus Blast will probably 2-hit KO, but it's fine. This particular situation calls for a switch to Togekiss though, I believe, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. As we do withdraw, of course, they're probably just going to go straight for a close combat, or some other move like I hope not Ice Punch, that'd be annoying. Power Up Punch, that's also a good option, I guess. So we're in the better situation here. I mean, we can go for a lot of things right now. We could go for a Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is neutral on everything on his team. They're super effective on the Hitmonchan, of course, but this is the perfect opportunity for him to switch in his Wobbuffet and trap us, so we've got to be really careful about that. I think personally that he won't stay in, and he will probably switch out and go into either maybe Alakazam, or I'm thinking the Wobbuffet, to be honest with you. I'm thinking the Wobbuffet. If it is the Wobbuffet, can't speak today, then we could go into Flygon. But Flygon's a risky one, because if he goes for an Ice Punch, then we're a bit screwed. So, what do we do? I guess a safe play would be to go into Magnezone here, because then even if he does stay in and go for Ice Punch for some reason, then we can just switch out again. And if you go into Wobbuffet, we can just go ahead and Volt Switch out of there. So, let's go ahead and switch into Magnezone real quick. Seems like the most optimal play to me. So, get in there, Magnezone, you big magnet ball thing. As he actually does stay in and goes for Thunder Punch. That also works out. Did a lot of damage considering it's resisted. But we are Choice Scarfed, so I don't have to worry too much about him outspeeding me. And I can just get a free Volt Switch off, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, he stays in. Of course he's going to stay in, he's got the advantage, but we get a free Volt Switch off, which is always great. And we can switch back into Togekiss, and Togekiss will definitely be able to finish this thing off, so we'll just do that. Wait, is Togekiss the best option here? Going for a fighting move. No, Togekiss is definitely the best option, I think. Togekiss is definitely the best option. So we'll go into Togekiss real quick, and hopefully goes for a Power Up Punch. Oh dear, this is not good. We should be able to live a Thunder Punch. We should definitely be able to live a Thunder Punch. I'm just thinking about what we do here. I think I just go straight for a Dazzling Gleam. It looks like he's adamant on staying in with his Hitmonchan. So I'll just go for Dazzling Gleam, and we should be able to finish it off after that. Okay, they're going to go for Drain Punch, get some of that nutritious health back. Unfortunately, not the best play in the world. He might have expected me to go back into Magnezone so that I could hit it again with a Volt Switch, which would make sense. That was an option for me, but I decided, you know what, we can take a Thunder Punch. I want to go for a Dazzling Gleam. And that is exactly what we do. So down goes the Hitmonchan, which is great. Got that out of the way. Boom. And now Togekiss isn't really doing too much for us anymore. I mean, Quagsire is there, we can't really touch it. Exeggutor we can Flamethrower, I guess. There's no entry hazard setting mons other than Quagsire. There's the Wobbuffet. That's annoying. We can't switch out. Unless, of course, he's using hidden ability, which might be different. But I don't think it is. No, we can't. Okay. Just wanted to try it just in case. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Because I don't actually know if... Because a lot of Psychic types that have, like, niche abilities, they usually end up with, like, a hidden ability that's, like, telekinesis or whatever it's called. So I don't know if we were running that. But there would be no reason to run that in a singles battle anyway. So, of course he's running Shadow Tag. I don't know how we get out of this. I say, in this particular situation, we go ahead and go into Flygon after we die. So I'm just going to let it go down. And to be honest with you, I could just sit there and spam Roost then Dazzling Gleam, Roost then Dazzling Gleam. But I don't think that'd be very enjoyable to do or watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Togekiss go down. We don't really need it very much for the remainder of the game. And I'm going to go into Flygon. And Flygon, in this particular situation, is actually not too bad because we can just set up Dragon Dances on this thing and he can't touch us. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go for a Dragon Dance. Can't touch us. All he can really do is switch into Quagsire, which I'm guessing he will. There's the Quagsire. So the reason Quagsire is such a good switching is because it has the ability Unaware, which I'm assuming he will have if he's brought it in against a Flygon. Unaware means basically Quagsire will take the next attack and completely ignore the fact that I've got a Dragon Dance. So my attack won't do much damage. Unlikely that he's got Ice Beam, but still a possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and switch straight into my Cradily. This particular situation is pretty good because Cradily can set up Stealth Rocks, which will help temporarily, well, not help temporarily, sorry, will help get rid of like Focus Sash, for example, from Mismagius if it's got it. Won't do it to Alakazam because Alakazam has Magic Guard. So we could go straight for a Giga Drain here. But I'm expecting him to switch out into something else to tackle me, like maybe Alakazam or, of course, the Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet would be bad because I don't want it to trap my Cradily because I kind of need Cradily to take out the Quagsire. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and switch back into Flygon, and hopefully Flygon can switch in on a Wobbuffet and we can just kind of do what we were going to do type thing. So we're going to Flygon real quick. Hopefully they did switch into Wobbuffet. Yep, they are going to withdraw, but is it into what we want? Wobbuffet, perfect. So that kind of worked out really well. He's going to expect me to try and set up Dragon Dancers again, so I'm just going to go for an Earthquake, and that way we can get a free hit off on Quagsire is what I would have said if they switched out, but they didn't. So Encore. Oh, okay, so he's trying to Encore me into Dragon Dance. Unfortunately for him, that's not going to work. It just means that I get to finish you off now with an Earthquake, which I won't because you're probably going to switch out. We are Encored. No. Cuss that bruh. Oh, wow. What a play. I was not expecting that at all. Well done, Juan. That's the opponent's name. Juan, or is it Juan? I'm not sure. I'm really bad with pronouncing names. Sorry. So the Wobbuffet goes down, which is great. But we lose a Flygon, which isn't so great. So I am kind of relieved because it means Cradily doesn't have to worry about being trapped by Wobbuffet. So we have something to take out the Quagsire. We're just running a bit low on, well, Flygon now, which is a shame, but we can probably still work around this. That was a really good play. I never thought Custard Berry. You know what? I want to utilize Custard Berry on something. Not Wobbuffet. I'm not really a big fan of Wobbuffet, personally. I might use Wobbuffet one day, but not anytime soon. So this Exeggutor is in a decent, well, not in the best situation for me. I think he's going to go straight into Quagsire right now, which is why I'm just going to go ahead and switch into... if it's Quagsire, I might be best going into Machamp, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't think the Exeggutor will stay in because Quagsire is such a good switch, and he doesn't want to risk me going for Volt Switch on the Exeggutor. Oh, he stayed in. This is fine though, because Machamp's not even really that useful this game. I mean, we've got a Ghost type in Mismagius. Alakazam will wreck us. This thing would wreck us, but I believe we should outspeed, so I should be able to just go for a knockoff right now. quite easily. So there's the Guts boosted knockoff. Doesn't quite KO the Exeggutor, but we did knock off the Citrus Berry, which is always cool. As he goes for a Giga Drain. That's probably not what I would have gone for. I'd have gone straight for that. I'd have gone straight for the Psychic, to be honest with you. But it's fine. I'm going to go for another knockoff. It won't do as much damage, but hopefully we'll be able to get it into the point where, you know, something else can come in and finish it off. Weakening the team is all I could ask for from my Machamp, and unfortunately he wasn't able to get a KO then, which is a shame. So we've weakened the Exeggutor, which is great. Machamp's gone down, which isn't so great, but it's whatever. He's got a Calm Mind up. We're in this tricky situation right now where I'm just not sure what to do. Cradily might actually be really good here, to be honest with you. We're especially defensive. We could probably wall this thing pretty well. I don't think he'll stay in. I think he's more than likely going to switch out into something else, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's go for... I want to say let's go for late game Stealth Rocks, but I'm thinking we just go Stone Edge, to be honest with you. I think Stone Edge is a pretty good play. He actually does go for a Giga Drain, which isn't doing too much damage to us, which means minimal recovery. Hopefully the Stone Edge does decent damage if we can hit it. If we can hit it, indeed. Looking at this situation, though, I don't think it's the best. I don't really know how we're going to tackle this thing. We have got the Walrein. But Walrein doesn't want to get hit by a Giga Drain. That's the thing. I don't really have much to take this thing out. You know, when you're building a team, you don't always plan for Exeggutors, so it's kind of difficult to... I want to see how much Stone Edge is doing. I mean, knockoff from a Guts Machamp didn't even do that much. But here we are. I don't think Stone Edge is going to do too much damage, but it's got a high crit ratio, and we might be able to bank on the crit if we can hit it. There we go. See how much it does. It was a crit, which is great. But we need more than that. We need more damage output than that, to be honest with you. So, Cradily, you kind of... You're letting me down a bit here. You're letting me down. I told... I bloody talked you up in front of all my friends, and you let me down like a spoon. So, that's... Oh, really? I don't know how we're going to break past this Exeggutor, man. I mean, the Flygon unfortunately went down. You could have Fire Blasted it in the face. Someone told me off for putting Fire Blast on Flygon, though. They recommended Iron Tail instead. I don't know. I think it's situational. I don't think Iron Tail would help us with the Flygon, but personally, I like Fire Blast on it. Just like Garchomp. I always have Fire Blast on Garchomp. Stop it, Jack. Stop it. You're going on a tangent. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I want to believe that I can just sit here and just spam Flash Cannon at this thing until it dies. Giga Drain shouldn't do too much. I did way more than I wanted it to. Way more than I wanted it to. Exeggutor is quite a difficult mon to deal with if you're not prepared. Flash Cannon. It'll have to be Flash Cannon. Hopefully we can get a special defense drop. Or even a crit. That'd be nice. We do decent amount of damage, which is cool. But we are going to die for the next Giga Drain, so... I don't know what to do here. We're getting completely obliterated by an Exeggutor. This might end up being a W, an L, a big fat L. Let's go into Walrein and hope we can get an Ice Beam off. If we can get an Ice Beam off, we might be alright. You never know. We might be able to tackle this thing with an Ice Beam. It really just depends on how much damage Giga Drain does. Oh, we outspeed it! How do we outspeed? Oh, really? Wait, Big Fat Walrein outsped the Exeggutor? That is... I mean, I'll take that. I will take that. I will definitely take that. So, in comes Mismagius. And Walrein might be actually a decent opportunity here. So, I'll just go for another Ice Beam. And hopefully the Mismagius's Thunderbolt will not 2-hit KO me, but I believe it will. Or Energy Ball. Either or. It doesn't... Walrein! Where have you been all my life? Well, we don't exactly 2-hit KO the Mismagius, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I mean, seriously, like Walrein. Wow. I say this turn we rest and then we start sleep talking. Sleep talking, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's go for rest because Energy Ball is going to take us right down to red health, I believe. So we can probably just rest the damage off, go for a sleep talk, and Bob's your uncle. So there's the rest. We're going to get back up to full HP, and you never know, it might be just enough so that we can take our take out the Mismagius. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully we don't get rest on the sleep talk. That's all I'm asking for. Rest on the sleep talk. No plank you. Plank you. Let's go for sleep talk. Let's go for sleep talk. Alright, they're going to go for a nasty plot, which is bad. But we should still be able to live one energy ball after nasty plot based on that damage we saw earlier. So let's go for the sleep talk. And hopefully we get a attacking move. There we go, Surf. I'll take Surf. Just as powerful as Ice Beam. There we go, there we go. And unfortunately, it's not actually enough to KO the Mismagius the next turn, but we're still doing better than I thought we would. I really thought that Executor was going to completely pwn us, but it didn't, which is great. And we live on 17 HP, which is also great. We're able to get a Sleep Talk off. Boom. And we got Surf again. Cool. So let's go for the Surf. If we get a crit, I'm going to die. Oh my god. That wasn't even a crit. Oh, cool. Alright, Walrein. So now all we've got to deal with is Alakazam and Quagsire. I can't see how we get past Alakazam, honestly. I think it's not happening. So I'm going to go for a Sleep Talk, but it doesn't matter. In fact, Sleep Talk wasn't even the best move to pick there because I think rest you're only asleep for 2 turns, so I should have really picked an attacking move. But again, doesn't really matter because Alakazam can just take us out with Psychic. So let's go into Paleoplant real quick, and we might be able to pull this off with Cradily. It really depends. If they decide to go for a Focus Blast and they miss the Focus Blast, because Focus Blast misses a lot, we could go ahead and start doing some damage to this thing. Let's go for a Recover first, though, just in case we can live a hit. I'd like to get more health back, please. That'd be great. Alright, they're going to go for a Psychic. We might actually be able to live this. We are quite especially bulky. We can live this, but we do get the Special Defense drop, which is really unfortunate. So let's go for a Recover real quick. We'll just get back up to a nice amount of health. There we go. That's much better. Much better. Unfortunately, though, the Special Defense drop is gonna bite us in the buttocks. Bites in the buttocks. So let's go for Giga Drain. Just try and get some damage off. They do go for Focus Blast, and they do unfortunately hit it, which is a shame. And it's going to take us out, so that's fine. I mean, I kind of had it in my head. I'm like, Alakazam, we have not got a way to get past Alakazam, unfortunately, so it's whatever. That's GG, though. That was a pretty fun game. We did better than I thought we would. I really thought all hope was lost when we came across the Executor. I wish I knew Walrein outsped earlier, but how would you tell that? I mean, Walrein's slow. So apparently Executor is just as slow. So I hope you all enjoyed today's battle. If you did, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.